You're not rocking with the most hated man in Chicago. Listen, your boy P.kidd. Let's just jump right into it. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year. He's now a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Counted 1, 2, 3, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. He's definitely going to be a Hall of Fame player at this point. Defense at that rate, he's going to be up there, right? Very close. So shout out to him. This is not to disparage him. He's been well. The Minnesota has been known as one of the best defensive teams in the league all season. So shout out to him. He definitely put up a good block total. But here's the problem. Here's a problem for anyone who's done some quick math. If you just go to Google and just put block leaders, NBA block leaders, you'll notice something very interesting. Rudy Gobert is 6th on that list. Now I know there's more to defense than just blocks. But what I noticed is Victor Wembanyama was on a team where not only did he by the way, he nearly doubled Rudy Gobert's block total. He nearly doubled Rudy Gobert's block total. By the way, Walker Kessler, Brook Lopez, Anthony Davis, Chet Holmgren, all of them are all before Rudy Gobert. By the way, Chet Holmgren being above Rudy Gobert and them also having one of the better records, or if not the best record in the Western Conference. I could be mistaken. I think they did have the best record in the Western Conference. It was 1 or 2. But Chet Holmgren being on that list and not being considered for that award and not getting those votes makes you wonder. Because, again, I know that it's more to defense, but Rudy ain't no lockdown perimeter defender. He's definitely ain't a lockdown post defender. He does change shots. I got to give him that. I'm not going to make it seem as if he doesn't alter the game to some degree. But the problem I'm having with this is that Rudy Gobert is now, enjoying the fact that he just had his first child. Shout out to him, by the way. It's a wonderful accomplishment. I'm not going to be a clown and call him out like Gilbert Arenas did. Not going to do that. But what I will call out is the fact that the Minnesota Timberwolves completely locked down the Denver Nuggets, the reigning champs, without him. And this is why I sit here and say, what is the stipulation? What are the parameters? What are the guidelines? Because, again, the Denver Nuggets are, are you under a rock? They have Jokic. He's one of the best post players in the game. He's a big man. And they shut him down last night without Rudy Gobert. And Rudy Gobert won Defensive Player of the Year. By the way, if you look at any other team on this list, if Anthony Davis is not on that, I don't think the defense gets better without Anthony Davis. I don't think the defense gets better without Chet Holmgren, although you can argue that younger team scrappy. Guess what? No one had impacted the game, changed shots. There are literally highlights of him changing shots. Victor Wembanyama, that is, changing shots from people, and he's not even in the picture. There's a highlight clip. You can see it. It's all over TikTok. It was all over TikTok. He wasn't even in the frame, nowhere near the guy. The guy noticed that he was on his way. I think he was like, let's say, middle of the paint, like past the free throw line. Victor's about a 3-point line making a move. And he says, oh, I better not lay this up. Are you serious? That's easy money. He changes his shot. This kid changed the way people approach the Spurs all day long. Now, the Spurs were a very young, inexperienced team who were still trying to get themselves together, and with a bunch of haters on that team that didn't want to give Victor Wembanyama the ball when they needed to give him the ball. But to sit there and make it seem as if Victor Wembanyama himself did not totally change how people played the game, how people came into the paint. He was changing shots without even trying, and he still racked up 3 to 4 blocks a game. That's not just, he didn't do 3 to 4 blocks sometimes. He averaged that, which means, guess what? I've seen multiple 8 to 9 block games from this kid. This is rookie season. There's rookie hate right there. Victor Wembanyama was robbed. You're only going to be a rookie one time, unless you're Ben Simmons. You're only going to be a rookie one time, Blake Griffin. You're only going to be a rookie one time. You never get the opportunity to do that, to double up. Now, people can say, well, he'll get it again, this, that, and the other. That's not the point. The point is, in this season, the impact that he had, the fact that you actually stole, the voters stole that award from him. Because I don't know what the other people saw, but you have to be watching with your eyes wide shut if that's what you were doing. Because there's no way in the world you looked at those two people and said, yeah, Rudy Gobert, if Rudy Gobert was on, if Victor Wembanyama was on the Minnesota Timberwolves right now, have the best record in the league. Not just they'd be on par with Boston. You wanna know why? Because that's how good defensively Victor was. Rudy didn't do that. He did something. He didn't do that. And that is going to be my biggest gripe. Victor Wembanyama was robbed. I don't care what you say. Argue with your mama. Shout out to Rudy Gobert, however. But Victor was robbed. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know. Listen, I'm a Minnesota fan. I like Rudy Gobert. I'm not mad that he wanted. I'm not completely mad. I'm mad that they robbed that kid from doing that because he had a great defensive season. You can't say he was the best, the team with the best defender, stuff like that, because Chet Holmgren is on that list. He has more blocks than Rudy Gobert. You can't say that. So you can't go that route. I want to hear your thoughts, though. Well, it's up. Let's say put it in the chat. I'll be in there with you. Till next time. Peace.